Every day I got some fly shit on. Keeping all black outfit on. I already been.
Yo, what up? First things first, the long-awaited Pro Tour between Ryan Greenspan, the legend, and I is going to be released on May 7th on the HK Army YouTube channel. Make sure you guys stay subscribed to it. Turn your post notifications on for it. I'm going to put the link in the description below. So head over to their channel and stay tuned because it's a good one, I promise. So with your guys' help earlier this month, or these past few weeks, I actually became the People's Champion of the D-side vote that my fan wagon was doing. They were doing a 5-week voting, and this is it. This is the finale. We're actually going into the finals. So all of the finalists, as well as the runners-up and the winners, are all battling it out in a bracket. So I'm actually back up for vote, and what I would like for you guys to do is head over there. I really would appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Dizon Docs fam, let's really show them what GangGang's all about. Head over there, vote for me, vote for your boy. There's going to be this round, a next round, and then the round after that, so the third round is going to be the final. So you guys got to keep up to date with it. There's a timer on the bottom where you guys can see how long the voting process will take. So head over there and vote. With those two things out of the way, I kind of just wanted to get you guys caught up to speed with some things I've been doing, and then at the end of this vlog or video, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to be answering the questions and answers that I put up on my Instagram. So before I get to that, let's get you guys caught up. So the first thing I've been doing is a lot of work on my desk space.
You don't want facts, you don't want to hear another side. Rather sit back and be mad. You don't want to humanize anybody with a different view. Let him be, or give him any kind of pass. You don't want.
Hi. It doesn't zoom.
What? Why?
Get close.
No.
It's a different lens. Is this good? I saw Pops rolling on the ground on his back, so I started laying on my back.
No, let him roll around again.
Okay. Oh yeah, he loved that. He loved that.
Hi.
Right now, it's currently almost completely finished with the final dream I had for it, and it's looking really good. And it just helps my productivity. It helps me get work done. It helps me game and stream. And if you guys do follow me on my gaming channel, which I've seen a lot of you in there pop in and say what up, I'd appreciate you guys if you headed over to the streaming channel and subscribed. I've mentioned it in other vlogs, but if you're new here, you might not know that. It's in the description below. It's Ronnie Dizon YT. That's the YouTube channel. I mostly stream on YouTube. I kind of got into Twitch, but mostly YouTube right now, just to take one step at a time. Recently, I actually started to build a gaming PC, and that was the biggest thing that I've done lately. I've been researching and doing my part of figuring out the best pieces and the best parts, and there's so much that goes into it. It's just such a different endeavor for me that it was so exciting. Ooh,
pretty.
Ah.
Well,
I'm not gonna peel the plastic on it yet because
no, not till you're officially moved in.
Yeah. Got it hooked up to the monitor.
Yeah, and it's booting already. That looks like we're starting Windows. Yep, look at that. Look at that.
Look at it. Look at it. So I want to say a huge thank you to a good amount of people. Luminosity6 on Twitch, Metalcore, my friend Ryan, my friend Chris Blackburn, Ryan Rodarte, Phil Schroeder, just all these people who have helped me kind of implement and their ideas of what I need in a gaming PC and a streaming PC, and really put it to work. And I finally have made it. It's over here. So right now you're probably seeing clips of the build between Chris Blackburn and myself, and actually Chris and I are going to make that into a completely separate video on a completely separate channel. So once we get that all up and running, I will have the link for that where you guys can come over. Basically it's going to be like a tech channel. More or less I'm really into tech, and there's a lot of struggles that I had starting to stream and starting to get into the PC master race. So I want to shed my knowledge of how I was able to make my productivity workspace better. And I'm actually going to do a full video on my editing and productivity, gaming, whatever you want to call it, setup. So stay tuned for that. I've been kind of documenting along the way because I've been building towards this. So I've been documenting since Vegas what my desk looked like versus what it looks like now, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. So by having a PC, a lot of you guys know that I've been streaming on Call of Duty Mobile. I've been getting a lot of flack for it, wondering why I've been playing mobile, why not Xbox, why not PlayStation, why not PC? Well, that's over now. I can play on a PC. But the reasons why I do play mobile, and I just wanted to get it out there, if you haven't tried it already, it is a lot of fun. And honestly, I like the mobile platform better than PC. And I've been playing Warzone and Modern Warfare and all these games on my computer, as well as I've played it on Xbox and PlayStation. I've tried it all. I've tried it all under the sun, and I always go back to mobile because it is just so fun. I can't explain it. You just have to play it for yourself. But like I said, I got into Call of Duty on the PC, and I've just been doing that occasionally and learning it. Actually, my girlfriend Stella actually got her hands on the mouse and keyboard and played for her first time. So headphone users, please beware of these next clips. Deploy your parachute, You can press space, it'll cut the chute, but you gotta deploy it again.
What does deploy mean?
Like never mind, just let it go. Turn around! Run! Run, Stel!
How do I run?
You're good. Aim at him. Oh! Oh! Let's go! Oh. All right, scope in, get ready. Good, kill him. The guy who died over there, right there. There you go, one-on-one, Stel. Circle's closing behind you. Hide, move, Stel. Stel, move. Oh! Stella got our first victory! Woo! Okay, awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. The next thing that I want to talk about, recently, I was able to get out to a paintball field, Blast Camp Paintball. I'm not going there with tons of people or anything. I'm actually going there with 2, maybe maximum 3 people, and we're actually staying very social distance from each other, and we've been getting some drills in. Now, what I want to show you is a running and shooting clinic that I did recently. This was actually a few days ago, and just trying to show them the optimal way how to run and shoot. Kinda. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the Dizon Docs. Today I'm going to give you guys a quick running and shooting drill that you guys could do if you're able to get out to a paintball field. Here at Blast Camp, we're able to be socially distanced and do some drills together at a small party, so let's get it. Alright, so the 3 main keys to running and shooting is having your hand on the back of the tank for stability, having 1 to 2 fingers on the gun. You could do 1 finger, but I do recommend 2. That way you could really pull the trigger and get that running and shooting shot good. And then the third one is to make sure you spray and fill the entire area because you never know where an enemy is. I'll demonstrate. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate. The biggest thing is you want to get your gun ramping before the buzzer sounds, right at the 5 seconds. Hit me.
We're live in 5.
Go! Alright, let's try it out. Alright, Ron, we're going to focus on that target over there, okay?
Yeah, go.
Alright, okay. Ready? Here's the 5. Good, Ron. You shot us.
Oh.
All right, Mikey, you're up. Good luck. Awesome demonstration by Mikey. We're gonna move on to Jackson. All right, game 5. Go. No, you're all wrong. No. Jackson, you really need to get the form down. Hand on the back, serve T, 2 fingers, okay? Try it again. Fill the area.
Okay.
Almost. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there you go. All right, start shooting at 5. 5. Oh! Awesome. All right, make sure you guys stay tuned for more tips, and make sure you guys stay safe out there. Peace. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, that little parody. Obviously, don't take it very seriously, because if you do, then you're not going to be very good or successful at running and shooting. But yeah, let's crack into the Q&A. You guys had a lot of really good questions, and obviously I couldn't answer them all. So after this Q&A, if you guys liked it, I'd like you guys to comment below. Let me know what you guys thought, and maybe I'll do another one. I mean, I'm going to be making a lot of stuff and creating a lot of content for you guys, so that could just be something that I could do quickly. So I'm sorry if I butcher some of your names during this Q&A, but it's whatever your name is on Instagram. That's just basically how it's gonna go. The first question that I'm going to answer it's from Lewis LJJ Joel, however you pronounce it. His question was, what was your biggest fallout with a teammate? And then he also said, love you from the UK, so shout out to the UK. The biggest fallout that I possibly had with a teammate, and what he means by fallout for you, some of you guys who don't know, is basically like a loss of friendship, a loss of connection with someone who was close to you. And the biggest fallout that I had that was the most memorable was between LJ Woodley and myself. And he'd even attest to this. Him and I go way back. I started playing divisional paintball with him. We won our first World Cup together. We played on Houston Heat together for 3 years. We both got cut from the team at the exact same time. And we both went to Aftershock together for 2 years. And that second year on Aftershock, both of us just kind of had different viewpoints on life. You know, you grow apart. Him and I were like basically best friends. We traveled the world together. We were roommates all the time together. It really sucked and it really hurt. And it took a lot of years to be able to build that friendship back together. And obviously I don't want to go into detail, but so long story short, we recently, not recently, but the past few years have been actually stronger friends than we were before. And by that fallout happening, it made us stronger, it built us stronger. And sometimes it breaks friendships, but this one actually made us a lot closer and able to communicate to each other better. And that's what any relationship's about. It's just communication between friends. And LJ's more than a friend to me. He's one of my brothers, and I really, no matter what, can't discredit anything that's happened in the past, because all those things attributed to what we have now. So yeah, that's the first question. I know it was a little bit emotional, a little bit hard there. But it's real and it's true, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So let's kick into the next question. So this one popped up a few times. I probably missed a few, but it was my most memorable moment in paintball, and there are so many, and I'm always gonna go back to this, and it is my most memorable moment, and I don't care what anybody says. It is winning my very first professional paintball tournament with Chicago Aftershock, actually. But more or less, it was because it was my first tournament ever. We played Dynasty. So to be able to win against Dynasty under the lights, as a kid dreaming, that was a dream of mine. That was something that you just kind of fantasize about. But then for it to be real, I was pinching myself for a year almost. Like I still think about that moment. I'm like, I can't believe it happened. And a really awesome documentary that captured this was One Night in November. One Night in November by Planet Eclipse documented the Aftershock's entire season, and then it led up all to that one event. And then afterwards, everyone from that line split different ways. So many different things like happened from that tournament, sparked so many careers, as well as sparked the fire in my gut to know that I was able to play pro paintball at that level. And that was the moment, and that was another question, but I didn't list it. That was the moment that I realized that I was able to be at this level of play. But it was a very long road before that, and it was a long road after that. I mean, that next year was even harder than ever, but yeah. So yeah, 2011 NPPL with Chicago Aftershock was my most memorable moment. And all right, the next question, and this is from my boy CJ. He asked, best ramen spot, and then the second follow-up to that question is best Bass Nectar song, and then I'm reading it right now, best team jersey ever. So I'll answer the first one. The best ramen spot, at least in Chicago, is, at least to me, is Strings. That's the name of this ramen place. Really fire. It's really good. It's on par with, it's close to Ramen San. That's another ramen place in Chicago. But there is this place called High Five Ramen that's really hard to get into because the line is so long and the wait's so long. So I can't really make that decision without going to High Five Ramen because I know that there is of a place that is equal or better caliber from the reviews, from the people. If you're ever in Chicago after all this quarantine and you guys like ramen, head over to Strings. They should probably pay me for this. Best Bass Nectar song. Dude, that one is nearly impossible. Yeah, Thirsty's one of the better aggressive songs. Reaching Out's a good one. It's a good vibe. Thirsty's like a good aggressive song. Reaching Out was a good like vibe song, and then the freestyle mixtape is just wild, dude. Yeah, that freestyle mixtape really takes me back to when I first got into Bass Nectar and like really was into it. That was 7 years ago. Wow, holy crap. So yeah, hopefully that kind of answered your question. Oh, and then best jersey. Let me see if I have one. Hold on. All right, so my favorite jersey, take a seat, was this jersey, this World Cup edition jersey from 2018. The reason why it's my favorite is, well, I mean, obviously we won in this, but I think it was just more or less the accents, the way they hit. So the white combining with the red and blue, but there was like a lighter blue. I really liked that. And then this was what was sick. It was this black arm with these like hockey stripes on it. And it just added this different feel to it. And then like next year, everybody had like that shooter sleeve going on, but okay. Too much time on this question. Let's go to the next one. All right, so this one was a tough one to answer. If I wasn't playing paintball, and this was from Geo714 Poppy, if I wasn't playing paintball, what would be my career, my dream job, or what my job that I'd be doing? And that would be very difficult because paintball was my dream. It was the ability to play paintball and survive off of it was my ultimate end goal dream. But the thing is, like, now since it's here and it's happening, I'm aspiring for new goals. So I guess I wouldn't be able to answer for Ronnie in the past because all I've ever wanted to do and focused on was paintball. But Ronnie now, if I didn't have paintball, I would try to pursue a career in streaming and gaming. I would try to pursue a career in content creation and helping other people become content creators. I would love, did I say content? I meant content. I would love to be able to edit videos for companies or something of that sort. So there's a lot of things under that umbrella that I'd like to do just because editing to me is very fun to be able to create something, save it, and let you guys see it just like this video. Yeah, so probably in something in that field. So this next question is by Boderick Potter, and his question is, what's my next goal? Is it being consistent at the top? Do I have any other personal goals? And that's a difficult one to say because I think by setting goals and achieving them, they have to be ridiculously high. Like when I first picked up a paintball gun and I truly desired to play paintball, my goal in my head when I was 12, and I'm 27 now, my goal in my head was to go as big and be one of the best in the world at this thing, right? And I had friends, I remember, I picked up these paintball guns and I would try to figure out form and how to hold them. And they would just look at me like, what does it matter the way you hold your gun? But now, look what I'm doing. I'm literally teaching people the proper way to hold their gun, besides the running and shooting one. But like I'm saying, like I was so obsessed with it, of learning how to become better at it and being good at it. And like the small term goal was to like beat up on my friends and be better and like kind of get involved in the community. The long term goal of it, and like it's always good to have a short term and a long term. The long term goal was to be one of the best in the world at least at one point in my life at it. And after winning some tournaments and learning what it's like to be up there, it's very, very difficult to stay that consistent at the top. You're talking about trying to beat out the entire pro division every single tournament, you know what I mean? So being consistent at the top it just takes momentum. Momentum comes with your entire team and your entire organization swinging and then coming full around for the next one and swinging just as hard as the last tournament, if not harder. So for us to do that, it's going to take everybody to come together. But for me personally, at a super personal level on the field, I'm just trying to be the best player that I can for my team and the best teammate that I can be off the field. That's my goals in the sport of paintball. Oh, here, I'll show you guys Pablo, because you guys said you wanted more cats in the video. Come here. Come here. You want to answer this next question? Huh? Huh? No? He said no. I love you. Okay. I'll let you down. All right, guys, I have 2 more questions, but it's time for a quick cookie break.
There's a piece of hair.
Ew.
Hold on. Let's redo that.
All right, on to the next 2 questions. And this one's from Kugler18, and he says, why don't you get a real PC so you can play games and stuff? There is a game called Snapshot for VR. Well, Kugler, I have a real PC, so I guess I could play it. I'm gonna get back into digital paintball. If you guys don't know what that is, then it's actually, they did like a revamp, so I don't know. We'll see if I get into it, we'll see if I don't. But let's go to the next question. Nick Horvath, presenting Nick, says, will you be coming to Texas after the virus stuff is over for any clinics? I would love to. As soon as I get the okay to be able to travel places and do clinics, I would love to do that. The issue is, this is going on for a very long time and it's not going to stop for a little while. So until then, this next one is from AB, Alex Bananas. This is one of my buddies actually that I grew up playing paintball with, and it's about Midwest players. Are they at a disadvantage playing indoor or not being able to play during the winter? And that's actually a really good question because it does kind of hinder players from the Midwest going into the first event due to the fact that, you know, there's players in other places that can play all year round at nice turfed fields or whatever it is, and with the weather conditions you can't get as of a productive practice as you could you know, as those teams, those organizations. So yes, it gives you a disadvantage, but the way to trump it, there's 2 ways to trump it. One, you travel somewhere, you know, you spend you save up a little bit extra money and you travel somewhere to practice warm before the tournaments, right? But the second thing is, and this one's kind of a really hard thing to stomach because not many people would really get this. You go to that tournament and you show up prepared. Like, maybe you won't be prepared in the sense of playing the layout on an effective, productive practice, that's the only hindrance you'll have. But you go to that tournament and you show up ready to fuck people up. That's the best way I could put it. You go out there and you play your best paintball and have no excuses. And my cat's in the litter box right now. Anyway, you have no excuses and you go out there and you play your best paintball. And the problem is competence is confidence, right? So, but what I mean by that is if you're able to practice the Dorito side on that layout in the same conditions as the tournament, yes, you're gonna have an advantage. But man, if your snapshot's on, it doesn't matter that day. You know, if your ability to read the field faster than someone is on regardless of the layout, then that means that day you were a better player. So it all that matters is when you show up and how you show up. And that's what I believe. I think you can go out there and really make things happen, being maybe a little bit less prepared on the grand scheme. But the odds and the probability of you being able to do that is you're going against them. So yeah. All right, that's it for this questions and answers. That's about 10 questions. And like I said, I mean, look at all these questions that I had. I had a lot of questions, you know? So I couldn't get through all of them, obviously, but let me know if you guys want me to do this again. Like I said, comment below. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the Pro Tour. Make sure you guys go hit that vote on myfanwagon.com. And it's all greatly appreciated. All the love from here at the Dizon Docks. We're doing good. We're making moves. We're trying to be as productive as possible. And I'm making game plans for more stuff for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned for the next video. Not sure when that's going to be yet, but stay tuned. Peace.